I'm Kari. I've been at City Church for about 4 years. Was raised in a Christian home, and I've always, done my best to be obedient and to listen. My parents, siblings, really close to them, aunts, uncles, like all the support a person could want or need. And all of this turned into like a pretty storybook life. Meet someone in college, fall in love, have 2 kids. This is the idea that was built in my head that if you love God, if you go to church, if you're faithful to Him, then God will bring you that person that you'll be committed to for the rest of your life, and they'll be committed to you. I mean, my wedding day was the happiest day of my life because that was it for me. I remember the Sunday morning that I was just praying about this relationship and kind of where it was going. And God said, this was okay. Like, this is what I have for you. And it was. For a long time, it was everything that someone could have wanted. And then it wasn't. Everything began to unravel. And God began to talk to me about some things that were coming. But I remember Him saying then, I'm calling you to a level of faithfulness that you've never had to show before. And it was the next day, actually, that my ex-husband said, that's it. We're not going to survive this. Truly, the first time in my life was living on my own. I was facing one of my biggest fears. One of my biggest fears for years and years and years had been, what if I had to raise my kids by myself? I was saying, God, I heard from you. I knew this was your plan. So did I hear wrong, or is this not your plan and I can't make sense of it? Before walking through this, the circumstances in my life hadn't led me to a point where I really had to test out that, do I actually believe all of these things that I say I believe? I had to let every dream that I had, every idea I had of the way things should go, I had to let all of that die. And it is a death, and I have to mourn that and grieve that, but I have to let it die and let it go. But the other half of that is that He's raising me back to life. That God has resurrected me, this person I was who is anxious about her future, who overthinks every aspect of a situation to try and control the outcome of it, who, works so hard to make sure all the people around her are happy and pleased with her and approve of her. That person is dead. And what's left is this new person who just trusts God. God has used this situation to root out these things in me that I didn't even know were holding me back from being able to fully trust in Him. There's so very little I actually have control of, and it's okay. One thing that I'm confident of, no situation and no person could ever take away from me. In all things, God works for my good.